What's up, YouTube? Stack 44 coming in with another video. 10 misconceptions women have when getting a man. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to all my new subscribers, all my regular subscribers. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscription button in the corner of your screen. Hit that notification bell as well, and you get all my videos sent straight to your phone or your device as soon as I put one up on YouTube. But let's get right to this video. 10 misconceptions women have when getting a man. You know, it's something going on in the manosphere right now when women feel like they can pull a man off a tree and get them to marry them, because sometimes these simps out here have put women on a pedestal and they feel like they can pick and get a guy in their early 30s or late 30s or late 20s, but that's not always the case. I feel like women should pair bond young when they're in college or right after college to try to find a mate or a husband to grow with, to build with. But in these days, I feel like it's a lot of misconceptions. Women feel like they can lock a guy down. Maybe they can get him for the short term, but can they really get him for a long term? So I feel like it's 10 misconceptions that I came up with that women feel like a man should value so they can keep her. The first thing, a misconception a woman will have when they're looking at a man, is she feel like her look and her body is on point. That means it's going to be the end all be all. But for some men, that's not the end all be all. Your body is just your body. Your look is just your look. Some guys have a high sexual appetite when they don't care about what your looks and your body. They want to put you on a pedestal. So that's my number one. Number two, good sex. You know, good sex back in the day used to be hard to find, you know, but nowadays with the social media age, a lot of women are getting their skill level up with the porn hubs and all that. They're doing everything these porn actresses is doing a little bit different than it was in the 90s and the 80s. So now good sex don't mean nothing to a man most of the time unless he's always emotional, insecure, or a simp. But good sex won't get you nowhere sometimes. It's more about the connection with the good sex. All right, number three. Education. Sometimes a woman feel like, if I got this degree, I'm educated, that I can lock down a man. That's a misconception. We do care about the look and fitness before we care about the education, because at the end of the day, most men that's real men can make their own money. They're not worried about your education, but it's good for you to be educated and smart, but that could be a misconception. Number four, no kids. Sometimes women feel like just because they got no kids, they got the end all be all, but at the same time, women with no kids get played just like women with kids get played. So just because you got no kids doesn't mean you should get a trophy for it, but congratulations that you did not have a kid before marriage. So with that being said, make sure you require a man to marry you before you have kids. So, but that's not a misconception that you can lock down a man easily because you have kids. All right, number five, cooking. You know, sometimes, you know, they say, what's a good old saying? You keep a man full and his balls empty, he'll be good. Cooking is especially a plus, but it's not the end all be all. It depends what that man mindset is in his life at the time. He might appreciate your cooking or he might fuck over your cooking. Cooking doesn't mean anything, but it's a good trait to have, so hold on to that. But don't cook for a guy that you know that's not marriage minded or want to see your homemaking skills as a wife. All right. Number six, don't be overly submissive to any man. Now, this is the one that you should hold back. Sometimes you have to show your interdependence and be independent, and just don't be submission for any guy. You got to make sure this guy have a mission, a guy that's following the Most High, a guy that's on his plan, purpose, program, like I say on my channel, and make sure that he understands where your role is in his program. And if you don't feel like you're a part of his program, then don't give him submission. That's my number six. Number seven, giving time and attention. Just because he give you time and attention don't mean y'all gonna be a thing. Sometimes y'all feel like if a man give you time and attention that y'all gonna be something. But sometimes it's just time and attention. He just give you the girlfriend experience and go back to his purpose. So you gotta make sure that he give him the time and attention, it shall hold some type of value. So make sure that holds some value, but don't jump into a misconception saying you're gonna be in a relationship just because he give you time and attention. He probably just bored. All right, number eight. And inviting you to events like a work. I know this happened to me. I invite women to my house for a barbecue, and then they'll look up and be like, oh shit, it's multiple people here. Yes, you're not special. But sometimes when you invite them to certain events and certain things, women feel like this the end all be all. I'm about to be his boyfriend. I'm about to be his girlfriend. He gonna make me his boyfriend. It doesn't work like that. Sometimes if you invite you to an event, shame on him. He shouldn't do it on certain things, but you gotta just go with the flow with it, because sometimes you guys get to invited to these events and y'all think y'all the one, which and sometimes you're not, and then with that energy as want to be the one, sometimes you run a man off in the first place. All right, number 9, meeting his family or his kids. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is a misconception. A lot of times, guys shouldn't even play around with you meeting their family or their kids if they don't see a end all be all with you or a relationship. But some people do this still. They put people around their family and sometimes around their kids, and they go both ways. But that's a big misconception. People shouldn't do that at all. And I feel for people that go through that and somebody pull back after you met the kids or after you met the family and got a little attached or liking him and liking his family. That's some shady shit. But it is what it is. All right, number 10. Shit. Okay, trapping them with a baby. I'm sorry I messed up on that a little bit. But a lot of times, I got my notes down here. But a lot of times women have a misconception if you have a baby by a man, that you're gonna be with a man. I know a lot of women, and men do this too. They get women pregnant on purpose. Women get pregnant on purpose to try to say, okay, he got me pregnant, now I'm about to be the wife or the baby mama. Or don't be happy with being in second place. Make sure you're in first place. Make sure you're the woman that got the wife, then get the baby. But if he don't want to have a baby, don't trap him. Because that's a misconception that if you trap him, he going to feel like you played him, then he going to leave you alone. You're just going to be an 18-year sentence of being a baby mama. But that was my list. The 10 misconceptions women have about men. I'm going to come up with the list of 10 misconceptions men have about women next. But at the end of the day, just make sure you guys are focused on you versus you, being the best version of yourself. Don't overthink things. Don't over, what I want to say, at the end of the day, you can't sit here and have these big expectations because you're going to get disappointed. Just go with the flow. Find somebody that's like-minded like you. Like I always tell you guys, plan, purpose, program, attack your life, stack up your life. And I'll holler at you guys on the next video with the 10 conceptions of a man. Peace.